You see here, we have iterable as an interface, collection as an interface we saw. From collection, list is built. So now list has how many methods? Already 10 methods we have. So what are those? Add, all, retain all, remove all, contains all. Okay, retain all, size, and we have one more method, like 10 methods we have. So by default, list has 10 methods. So these 10 methods are available in the list. So how the list is built? List inherits, not inherits, list inherits the collections. List inherits the collection. Whereas array implements the list. Array list implements the list. Like when I am coming to Java list interface, okay, it supports a index based operation. Especially it supports an index based operation to insert, update, and delete and search the elements. Okay, so as someone said, now like it supports a duplicate elements also, and we can store nulls. So list interface will allow you null. Okay, list interface, where it is found, it is present in a java.util package. So java.util have all the collection framework. Okay, all the collection framework. So it's a factory of list iterator. So where it comes from? It comes from a list iterator. Okay. So now through the list iterator, we can iterate only list forward and backward. So from the implementation of this list interface, we are going to build array list, linked list. Okay. Stack and vector are what do you say, deprecated in from Java 5 itself. Okay, don't worry about that. So now that's what. So the vector class is deprecated since Java 5. So that you don't want to worry. So you will not learn about vector. So especially we are concentrating here on array list and linked list, how we will implement a list there. So list is a set. List is a set. So now, if we go to programmatically, we will start programmatically. Okay. So already we have done with some examples. So we'll go with an integers. So as I told you earlier, list the collection supports only, collection doesn't support primitive data types. It supports only objects. It supports only objects. You can't give list of int. Okay, it will support a list of it will convert. If you give the value also, it will convert into a wrapper class. So now we will say list as an object. So can I create an instance of a list? Can I create an instance of a list? No. As it is an interface, we can't create an instance of a list. Okay. In order to give their behavior, give the behavior. So as you know, the interface, right? List is a interface. So where it is present? It is in Java, present in java.util.list. Okay, fine. So now we understood something now here. Apart from this, so what we are going to learn here today? Now this is called object declaration. Okay, what is this called? This is called object declaration. So then what do you mean by instantiation, boss? Yes, good question. So now we can give implementation from any other class we have, which supports a list again. It supports a list again. So now if you see, this is called creating a instantiation. Okay, so there are like, have you created an instance? They will ask you. So they are like they will ask you. Okay, right? If they ask you, like how you want to ask seniors also, how you want to ask your seniors also, like whenever when the problem is coming. So there may be some scenarios. There may be some scenarios you will get a problem. You will not initialize the list and you will get a null pointer exception. So you will do what you will do. You will declare only a list like this, and in your class you will go and try to fetch a list of data, and you will push this data. You will try to call a object, call a method. So what do you say? Fetch data. So let us consider you are calling a method. Okay, fetch data, you are calling a method. So whenever you try, like whenever you write, it won't give you any. If I create a method here, it won't give me any exception here. When I run the program, it will throw null pointer exception. So it will be saying you to initialize the value. To initialize the value. So whenever you initialize it, how you are initializing it through instantiation. So you create a memory through instantiation. So now, so we need to know two things here, basic things. One is object creation, one is the instantiation. So now, coming to further. So now, as we have seen already a method. So as I told you earlier, as list implements collection interface, right? If you see here, add, okay, add was coming from where? Collection, add all collection, okay. Whereas if you see add at the index, it came from list, clear, it came from collection, okay. So now all these are from, some methods are from collection and some methods are from list. So some methods, if you see here, collection, remove dot, remove all, okay, remove is present, so remove all. So we know the 10 methods, all 10 methods will be present in every other collection. So that is what I am about to say. So I say some value to add.
Has left the meeting.
Okay. So how I will iterate through for each loop. Iterate through for each loop. So I can iterate in the iterator also. I will show you that. So now if you see here the output of the program, it maintains the insertion order. So as per the slide, what we were discussing, as per the slide. So what it is saying, it contains a index based methods to insert update. Like we can insert a at a particular level also. I will show you that also. And it can have a duplicate elements. Yes, if you see, if you observe here, it supports a duplicate elements, and we can also store null elements. Yes, we have stored null elements here. Okay. So now, as per the information in the slide, what I have given to you, so we have seen practically also. So now, if you see here, interface was present, list interface was present in java.util. Yes, java.util. From java.util we are importing the class. So now here, if you understand the list, when to use list, if you take a if you want to take a decision, yes, if you see here, I want to use array list, when I will use, okay, the default choice of list implementation to store a bunch of things. Repetition matters and insertion order matters to you. Okay, insertion order matters to you. So now coming to this, so ordering is there, and you want to do a random access. Yes, so if you want to do a key value pair, list is not the perfect one. List is not the, like you want to duplicate elements, then you will go for a list. You want to allow null values, yes, then you go for a list. Okay, so I'll tell you what is not thread safe and all. I'll tell you that blocking operations and all. Remaining parameters I'll tell you later. So first of all, when I will decide I want to go for a list. So even this kind of review will happen at client side. A client, if a review happen in your client projects and all, they will ask you, the lead team lead will ask
Has left the meeting.
why you have used this collection over that collection. Why you have used a linked list over list over array list. So this kind of questioning is also done, and this kind of escalation will also be done from a client. Okay, coming back to our session. Right. So how many ways I can create? Just it is a list. We have created from a integer. We can create string. We can create a class of book. We can create a class of employee. We have a class of list of users, and we are using that list of users. When I say give me connections, give me list of connections, give me list of people, give me a list of work items, give me a list of events. So then I will go for a list of this one. Okay. So now we will, so the implementation of a list is given by array list. Not only array list, we will have other classes also, that is linked list. So how to convert an array? So like I have some array, so there will be some requirement tomorrow to you. So I want to convert. Can you convert from array to list? Okay, this will be the question. Yes, we can convert from a array to list. So like you have a array called Java, Python, this one. So you have, so array to string. Like now what we can do, we will loop and we will add that into a list. So just this is a one more example. So I have not written more examples in the slides. I have written more examples practically. So now if you see here, we had an array and we have a list also now. And we have a list also now. Now coming back to, so we were discussing the implementation will be given by array list, because list is an interface. The implementation should be given by a class. So array list implements the list. Okay. So which indirectly implements the collection which implements the iterable which implements the clonable which implements the serializable. So these are all interfaces. So maybe for some backend people also some names are new. Okay, that's why I suggest you people to go and read the documentation, Java documentation, not any other websites. If you go and read the Java documentation site, it will be very helpful. And you yourself in your code, please do documentation. It will help us. Okay. So now it extends the abstract list class. So as per the diagram previously we saw here, it extends the abstract list class. It extends the abstract list class. So how can we create an instance of array list? Instance using a new keyword. Right. We cannot, like as I told you, we cannot store a primitive type in array list. Okay. So only objects are stored or wrapper classes. So wrapper classes inside. So now if you see here, you have an object of array list trying to integer primitive. Though you add a primitive, the JVM converts into an integer object. Okay, which is nothing but an auto boxing. So you can go and read what is the difference between auto boxing and unboxing, boxing and unboxing. Okay, you can go and you can make a note of this. You can go and read about boxing and unboxing. What do you mean by boxing and unboxing? Now, if you see here another example, you add an primitive integer, again it converted into a simple object. By default, it is doing. So what is the similarity between, so when you have array, what is the similarity between an array and array list? Both are used for storing elements. Like we saw how to convert an array to list. Okay, used for storing elements. Array also, like as I told you, array is a limited set. Array is a limited data. Whereas array list is like, so once you go for, once you are not giving any size here. So automatically the size is defined. So when I select by default, I think 16 elements it will support. So at a stretch, you can insert a 16 elements. So when the 15th element has reached to the collection, automatically it will give you a 15 in memory. It will give you a 15 set of memory. So you will not find any overflow here. Okay. And so they can have a duplicate values. Both can have a duplicate values. Similarities I'm saying about. I'm not saying about the differences. I'm saying the similarities. And they don't preserve the order. And they don't. So when I'm comparing, so now I'm comparing. So array is a fixed length. Array list is a variable length data structure. So it can be resized itself when needed. So you say you are getting a like initially you are getting a 16 data. Yes. at the moment of entering a 15th data, automatically it will grow its size. Automatically it will grow its size. Like whenever, okay, so now you want to do some comparison, okay, comparisons. Then in that case, array list may drag slow, but it is a minimal performance slow. But because of there we have many advantages, we will go for an array list rather than an array. Okay. Now, where in array we can go for a multi-dimensional, whereas in array list we will go for only a single dimensional. Okay, so dynamic in size. So hope this helps you. Fine. So coming to an array list class. So as array list uses a dynamic array for storing the elements, yes, we will store the elements dynamically. You add 1, 2, 3, you can keep on adding. It will not tell you, hey boss, I am full. So important points you need to remember here. Again, the same way of list, array list will also carry. Okay, it maintains insertion order. It contains a duplicate. So you need to remember, list is an interface, array list is a class. So array list is not synchronized one, means one after the other element only you can add. Okay, you can't add at a time. Okay, so synchronized one. So now you need to remember that. So that you see, like what you say, some people person is using this, you can't use this list. So once the operation is completed only, okay, then you can use that list. Okay, so now if you see another one, it allows the random access because it is a index basis. So I can go and access randomly a 5th element, 6th element, any type of element from a array list. Okay, so now manipulation is so slow because the shifting needs to occur. Okay, so whenever you remove an element, the manipulation. So now whenever you are going to do a manipulations to a list, so you have a business requirement, like you get a list of data, you can get a list of fetch a list of data, fetch a list of elements, list of objects, and you want to do a manipulation, then you should not go for array list itself. You should go for another data type. What is the data type? We will tell you.